And we are live. What's up, everybody? Jeff here. Welcome to all of our friends on the internet. We're back. I don't know what happened there. Just all of a sudden went boom on us. Well, welcome back again, guys, to another live stream. And hello to all of our friends out there. Well, tonight, as you guys know, last week we talked about all of these giveaways we were doing here with these, Milwaukee Tools there. Hey, what's up, Daniel Gomez? Hey, Gene. Glad to see you here. And remember we talked about this guy here. This is part of the giveaway too, the Bosch paddle bits there. What's up, Penniless Plantation and Yogi and Chucky Dog? What's up, guys? And of course this is part of it as well too. And then not to leave out Craftsman any. Got 3 of these. So if you guys remember, there's nine winners tonight here to give away. Hey, Rich. What's up there, TX Red Dog? Hey, I'm gonna pull up the window here and see if I can see it here and do the chat. So if I have to enter anything on the chat here, okay. So there we go. So what we have here is then we have also here the Home Depot light as well too, the desk lamp there. What's up, Anthony? And hey, Rick Marrero. Good evening to everybody. So anyway. What I want to do, I'm going to start off here, and I actually already randomly chose the winners, but the last winner, I'm going to let you guys see it happen live on the actual software. So what's really cool about this is it's all managed by a third-party company. And so what I do is I just go into each one of the individual giveaways there, and I just say, pick me a winner, and it just randomly from all of the entrants picks a winner here. So what we did here is in the competitions here, there was six of them. Oh, you need a trimmer, Yogi. Man, they had that DeWalt trimmer that was there in the clearance section there. And I think you guys probably saw me show it a couple of times. It was sitting there for $134, and I keep hoping the price will drop. And when I went in the other day, I had them check it at the front, and it still hasn't dropped from $134. So I was hoping that, sometimes those yellow sticker items, they start dwindling down in price as time goes on there. That's the big secret, at Home Depot. If you guys weren't aware of that, a lot of those lower priced items, which actually this was one here. This right here was a $30 light at Home Depot at one point, and I paid, I think, $7 for these, So hey, Paul Peck is on the line. What's up, Paul? Hey, if you guys haven't seen Paul's channel, he's got a great channel. He's probably one of the better known drywall guys around, and if you want to up your game on drywall, you got to go check out the Paul Peck drywall channel. So the fact that he's here tonight, I guess that means he survived the COVID-19 so far, huh? Yeah, Sick Duck is here too. Happy Monday. All right, so yeah, so I was saying, this thing was $35 and it went down to $7 sitting in that clearance section, and it's like that time capsule, with the scene in the hourglass. But the DeWalt one hasn't moved yet, but I check on it every time I go in. Okay, so on this Home Depot desk lamp, as you know, I've had 2 of these, so there's 2 winners in this category. And the winners are Bijan Albuyeh, and I hope I pronounced that correctly, from San Carlos, California. And the other winner is Rickey Joey Bryant from Springfield, and I'm assuming Missouri. That's M-O. I always get mixed up if it's Montana or Missouri, but so the next one that we have, let me go back to the competitions, and the next one is the Craftsman Fender. And as you know, there's 3 winners in this category. So let's see who these 3 lucky winners are here. So if I pull up the list of winners here, the first one is Steve Cecil, and he is from Glendale, Arizona. So all of you guys, as you hear your names tonight, all I have is your email address, and I'm hoping it's correct. So what I'll be doing is contact for you. And if you don't hear from me, then you probably typed in your email address wrong. So just make sure you have the email address right there. The second winner of the Sears, I still call it Sears, man. I can't get the Sears name out of my mind. I still call it Sears. The Craftsman Fender cover here. The second winner is Jason Reighard from Louisburg, Kansas. So congratulations, Jason and Steve. And then the third winner here is Bob Ruble, and I hope I pronounced that correctly. Bob Ruble from Louisville, Kentucky. So yeah, those are our 3 lucky winners of these guys. And hey, you guys still might be lucky winners too if you keep checking Lowe's, because you know they sell these for $99 at Lowe's. I mean, not 99. What am I, stupid? For $19.99. So basically $20 is what these were on Black Friday. But after Christmas, which is where we picked up a few of these, they were $4.99. They took 75% off. So you want to keep checking Lowe's website for that. And I don't remember if it was on the site as well, but it was in the stores. And when we picked these up and we told everybody about this, a whole bunch of people wrote back to us later that they were able to go in there into their local Lowe's and collect on that. So that worked out pretty good for a number of people here. Okay, so the next giveaway here is the Milwaukee Insulated screwdriver set. And that's this one here. And what I like about this thing is because it's all plastic right up into the tip where it's metal. So these are rated for basically 1,000 volts there, you know. So super cool, says hello everybody, and congratulations to the winners. So let's find out who the winner is for this guy here. So this winner is Marian Gomez from Barcelona, Spain. All the way over there. It's going to cost me a fortune to mail this over there. What's up, Matt? Welcome. Okay, so we're going to go to the next prize giveaway here. And let's see what we have here. The next one is, oh yeah, the Milwaukee Shockwave. So this is kind of an interesting set. I found this at Home Depot. I bought one for me and then one to give away. I got this last year. So this has the 30X bits. These are, I think they're probably going to be these are the black tip. But what's interesting about this bit set here is, in addition to it being different sized bits, the very end of it right here is a wire stripper. And if I'm not mistaken, I think there's even a loop maker on the end of it as well. And then one of the bits is the ECX. So if you're familiar with ECX, that's the screws on the side of the electrical outlets and the switches. They look like a Phillips head, but they're really an ECX. It's sort of half Phillips and half flathead. So that bit is in here too. So that makes it kind of an interesting little electrician's helper kit to have around in your bag there. So let me see who else was saying hello there. What do you think of the Gorilla ladders on sale at the depot? I saw them there. Was it like $29 or $24 or something? I think I pointed that out on one of my last walkthroughs before they closed down the state and made everybody stay at home. But I wanted to get one of those. I like those little ones there. Let's see. Competition. Let's go back to the other winners here. 89.88. Any hammer drills on sale? You know, I haven't even looked since like last week, but they keep showing that DeWalt kit, which is the same one I have, that has the DCD 996 hammer drill, which I have 2 of those drills, and the other one is the DCF, I think it's the 887 impact driver. They keep showing different variations of that kit on the deals of the day on Home Depot's website. So if you watch every day, you'll see different variations. So one day last week, I think they gave away a Sawzall with it. Another day, I think, I can't remember what was the other one. Was it a jigsaw they're giving away with that kit? So it was you keep watching for those, because basically when I bought that kit, it was $3.99, and when I showed it to you in the store a few weeks ago, it was $3.99. Then they dropped the price down to $2.79. And now I think they were charging like $2.99 with the extra free tool. So that's a great deal on that one here. Let's see who else was saying the beaches are open. Yeah, I heard they showed today Sarasota Beach was open, but there wasn't too many people on it right now. So anyway, let's see who else was stopping by here and saying hello. Craig Smith is coming by tonight, saying hello. Hey, and Matt says that it's an 18-foot ladder with a 300-pound capacity. I'm trying to remember if that's the one that they had on Black Friday as well. Josh McSweeney, any winners? Well, yeah, we announced a few already. I'm going to announce right now the one here for the DeWalt. So let me bring that one up here. What happened to it? Competitions, there we go. So this is for the DeWalt MaxFit 80-piece set here. So we have one winner for this category here, and that winner would be Thayne Curtis from Marian, Idaho. I'm assuming that's Idaho. It says ID. That's probably Idaho. Yeah, ever since they shortened the states to those two-letter things, I pretty much forgot most of them. And then the last one. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw. I did a tool review of this about a few weeks ago with the Milwaukee hole saw and with the Irwin, what do they call it, the speed board paddle bits. That was an interesting video. If you guys want to see that, it shows how all three of these compare against each other through several different types of material. So that was a really cool setup there. Interesting. We had a fun time doing that. We shot that one over probably 3 or 4 days there. So let's see. I think what I want to do is I want to show you guys how the winner is drawn on here. So I'm going to pull back up the competitions on here and show you them. I'm going to pick up the camera. I'm going to bring it over to here. I'm going to flip it around so you can see the computer screen. It is pretty small. But basically what it does is see, so here's all of my competitions here. And you see how it has the list. I've made a different one for each one there. And it tells me there how many impressions it got and how many actions and how many there were. So I guess actions means it's how many people entered. So you can see the one we're about to do here, the Bosch Daredevil, is this bottom one. So 653 people entered that one, and but 300 users. So you had multiple chances to win based on what you did. Like if you visited our channel first, or did something else first, or shared it with other people as well. All right, so now we're going to go to the Bosch one. And it's loading it, and so that's what it looks like there when I see it on the screen there. So it tells me here this one actually had a total of 1,171 entries there, right? So now what I want to do here is go to the winners folder right here, and I'm going to make it choose the winner. So it says here 1 prize left. So I'm going to draw the winners, which there's only one of. So let's see what we get. Boom. We draw a winner there, and it comes back, and the winner is William Hawkins, and he is from Casa Grande, Arizona. So congratulations to Mr. William on that one. Let me bring us back to the main there, and then I'm going to rotate this guy back around. So, man, 9 winners. You don't see too many contests that have nine winners in it. Let me get this straightened back up here. So I seen the new Cobalt XTR line at Lowe's. I haven't been, I was actually at Lowe's maybe a couple of weeks ago, but I have not seen that new line yet. And I also went into Home Depot yesterday to try to see if they had that new rigid compact impact driver and the other driver, anything else related to that. And they didn't have it in stock yet. So I don't know if it's only in stores or online, but not in stores yet. So hey, let us know down in the comments if any of you guys have seen it in a store yet. I figured that between our 2 stores in our area, I should have been able to see it because they're usually pretty good at getting stuff in, right away, So I don't know why we haven't seen anything yet there. There's really not a whole lot going on inside the stores right now because even though the stores are packed, the Home Depots are packed there, So, hey, baby food tester, what's up? Welcome tonight. David Feldman, did I win? Well, no. Your name didn't sound familiar as one of the winners, unfortunately. But, we're going to do more because if you saw how many, let me see how many subs we're up to today. I mean, we're up to 63,000. We just hit 63,000. So I imagine by 70K we'll be doing another giveaway, and maybe at 80, maybe at 90. And I'm still hoping that they keep lowering the price on that DeWalt trimmer. That would be a really good one to give away, the one that we saw there at the clearance section at Home Depot. No, we don't have any Maynards near us. Penniless Plantation was asking if we have a Maynards near us. We don't have one near us. So, in fact, I don't know if we have any in the state. I gotta check into that. I know a lot of people talk about Maynards, and I know who they are, but I've just never seen one here. I've never been to one either. And Josh says the XTR line is in-store only. The subcompact is in-store now. All right, so maybe I can take a quick peek over in there tomorrow and see what's going on. What's a good deck paint? I've used the 10X before, that Rust-Oleum 10X, if that's what you're talking about, Scott D. And it's kind of neat. We used it at a friend's house where we had to chisel off he had these really thin bricks on his front walkway. We chiseled them off and we were left with that really just rugged, nasty, uneven stuff. So we rolled over this 10X on it. And you do it in two coats. You do one coat, if I remember correctly, and then you do the other coat, I think overnight. The next day, I can't remember. We did it 3 years ago. But yeah, the 10X worked pretty good because it comes with like texture in it and stuff. It's not going to be perfect, not 100% perfect, but as long as you don't have too much bumpiness, it'll do a reasonable job on it. And we also did it on the guy's patio as well, on my friend's patio. And doing it on the patio is kind of good because instead of just, I guess there was old painted surfaces out there, so it was all paint, 4 or 5 layers of old paint. We scraped up what we could, and then we just rolled this Rust-Oleum 10X over it, and it left it with a nice kind of a grippy floor. It had a nice texture to it there. So Rick Washer says SW Super Deck. I haven't heard of that one before. Be one to check out for sure. And Tiziano says, Jeff, I'm looking for an angle grinder, cord or cordless. Well, I would definitely get cordless. And I'm actually looking myself, so I might be looking at the Fuel, the M18 Fuel from Milwaukee, or the DeWalt one. And if anybody else has any suggestions for us to look at too, who knows, I might buy all three of them, 3 or 4 of them, from 3 or 4 different companies and do a test on them. Right now I'm using an old corded Ryobi, and it's done pretty good for me. I mean, I know people like to make fun of Ryobi. Oh, and matter of fact, where is Shaka Gillis tonight? He should be here telling us that, hey, Ryobi's trash. But hey, I've had that thing for 5 years now. I paid $40 for it, and it's served me well. It has ground through some incredible amounts of concrete floor, and I've cut plenty of tiles with it. It's corded, but yeah, I am looking to switch to cordless. I'm just tired of the cords getting in the way, and you know, a lot of these little things like the grinder and the circular saws that have short cords, and you're always having to run an extension cord. So if you guys saw my review, I did a great review of the DeWalt cordless circular saw, and we did that about 2 months ago. You'll see that if you go through my videos tab. And also, for those of you who are not familiar, you know, we also have the other channel here on YouTube called carbuyingtips.com, and we just uploaded an incredibly great video last night that you've got to go see. In fact, if you look on my community tab, you'll see I linked to that video. But it's a great video showing you the 2 things that you must do when you're buying a used car. And we go in through all sorts of stuff in there that shows you how to negotiate and haggle a much lower price on used car when you go to the car dealer. And great video. Guarantee you will be blown away by the information that's in there. So let's see who else we got. So Rick says Sherwin-Williams. Oh yeah, the Super Deck stain. But does that have any kind of texture? Because a lot of times, well, some people want a texture, some don't. Some just want to stain their deck. Sometimes if their deck is maybe a little old and a little worn, they might want to roll down some texture on it too. So that's something to think about. It's pronounced Maynards. Maynards. That's my buddy Gene. We were working on his sprinkler system. So if you saw the video that we uploaded about 3 weeks ago on how to fix the leak in an underground sprinkler in your yard, that was over at my friend Gene's house there. So that was a pretty good time there. So Scott D says the Ryobi brushless is just like the Milwaukee paddle. I have both grinders, both are great, but not like electric. And Paul Carperwood says, hey Jeff, Paul from Newport Richie, how's things? Hey, we have a couple of people here from Florida. So we got me, Gene, we have Paul Carperwitz, and the other Paul, we have Paul Peck. That's a Power Paul pair right there for Florida. So some of the videos that we're working on this week, if you saw, I uploaded, I don't know, in one of my deals of the day or something, a week or 2 ago, I showed you the DeWalt fan. So we're doing a test on that one, where we got it brand new with a kit for $99 in store. They're in there right now still. I was in there yesterday. So if you guys get a chance to go in there, you gotta get that. That's an unbelievable deal. because normally I think that thing is like 89 bucks by itself, tool only, but here it comes with a charger and a battery for 99 bucks. And I showed on that same video last week that if you go to like Lowe's, they want 120 bucks for that tool, just for the tool only. So that was a great deal. So we're doing that. We did drop testing on it. We did what else we did? Water testing on it. We dropped it from the roof. We're going to do some timing on it to confirm like how long will it last on different DeWalt batteries that are there as well. We're doing another video this week on a problem we found with these clear plastic P-traps from Home Depot. So those have been kind of giving us some issues, and we're running some testing on those right now too, some advanced life testing on them. And other videos that we have that we're thinking of doing, I think we have one on how to install a dishwasher coming up. We're going to do a wall repair on a wall right behind me. This wall right here has chipped corners, and the corner bead is separating from it. We're going to show you how to fix that. We've got just numerous videos that we've been shooting over the last 2 or 3 months that I haven't even had a time yet to go in and get editing, because it just takes so much of our time. And I guess now that these are all gone here, all of these giveaways here are done here, I can start looking for new tools to pick up and give away. So who knows? Yeah, I was thinking, I have my old rigid table saw, big one on wheels. It folds up. It's awesome. I was thinking of giving it away. The thing is, it's so heavy. It would have to really only go to a local person or something, So I don't know what to do about that, because we have that new DeWalt cordless one, the FlexBolt 12 inch dual bevel miter, double miter, whatever you call it. We haven't even done the tool review on that one yet. We have a tool review that we're working on also for the Dyson V11. That's that cordless vac. So we're going to be doing that thing as well too. So I think that pretty much covers everything we were going to talk about here tonight. And Cheese says the Milwaukee grinder is awesome. Hey, but I got a question for you guys. Have you seen that universal kit in Home Depot next to the grinders? Big black thing that's like a sheath that goes around the grinder, and it has the vacuum attachment on it. Have any of you guys ever bought that and used it, and how does it work? Let us know in the comments. That's one that we're wondering. I'm looking at it in there, and it's like 45, 50 bucks, I think. And I keep walking by going, should I get it? Will it fit? Because universal, we've always find it says universal fit, but universal doesn't always mean universal, Soul Cheese says, good afternoon, Jeff. Hope you're doing well. We are doing well. We are healthy. A friend of mine, when I used to work at Motorola, an engineer friend of mine, Greg, had the COVID virus. He was actually in rehab for a stroke that he had. And he had the COVID virus, and so he was in the hospital for that as well. And the old guy that was next to him in the room, his roommate in the hospital, actually died from it a few days ago. But my friend was released on, I think, Friday or Saturday. So he's healthy. And luckily, we don't know a single other person who has caught it. I don't know. How about you guys? If you guys know anybody that's caught it, let us know. We'll pray for them and everything. Pray for y'all. And Jose Chavez says he has a corded Ryobi Sawzall. It's okay, but want to upgrade to cordless. Any suggestions for DIY guy? Any of the new DeWalt ones or the Milwaukee? Those seem to be the two that everybody goes for. And if you don't like the price, if the price is too much for you, you can look a little bit less expensive, maybe at the rigids. And I just don't know that much about any of the other ones. I haven't played with any of the Cobalt ones. I don't know anybody that owns a Cobalt one, so I can't give you any first-hand knowledge of that, other than, you check some of the other tool review sites that may have covered it, The Rigid Octane Sawzall is a beast, says Matt Sharp. So that's one you can look at, too. And Koneman Studio, good evening. How are you doing? How are you doing? Because I know you were worried for a while there, and so I know we were a little concerned for you as well. So I hope you're doing quite well. And man, just what a wild time. And you know what's funny? you got all these commercials here that I guess you like that, the World Series trophy. I mean, you can actually see that resolution all the way in the back. This is really cool. See, I was a Marlins season ticket holder, and when we won the World Series in 2003, they gave us these. These are really cool. They also gave us a replica of the ring, which was really cool. And that was only given to season ticket holders, like on one of the games several months later. So yeah, yeah. So that was cool. So let's see. Penniless Plantation says he has the kit with the Cobalt one-hand sawzall. That's okay so far. If I get another sawzall, one thing you might consider too is the little miniature ones. Those look really cool. Any of you guys own one of those guys? And do they still have the power of the big guys? I really like the fact that they're compact. Man, because I have an older Milwaukee one. I think I bought it back in like 2014. And the battery on it doesn't even tell me how many amp hours it is. So I have to go like look it up to see. So it's nowhere near one of the newer series of sawzalls. And it's done okay for me. I mean, we used it. We've cut through studs with it and everything. But yeah, I am looking for something smaller. So Koneman says, just waiting for the hospitals to let me go in and get my new stent. But the medicines are not making me as when you did before. Yeah. Because I guess that's considered elective. Although to me, I would think anything involving the heart's got to be like, we got to do it now, you know? So what did you win? I hope you won something big. Yeah, you won the lawnmower, but you weren't here, so we gave it away. Yeah, that's a ticket. Yeah, unfortunately, nobody in Florida won. That's interesting. But, you guys saw it's all done by random. I just push a button, and the software goes and picks out a random person to win this one. It's Certified Home Renovations and Storm Repairs, says Jeff. I have the M12 Fuel Mini Saw, and it's impressive for a 12 volt. You got any 18s also? How does it compare against the 18 volt? So yeah, maybe one day I'd like to see a whole lineup of two of the top line Milwaukees against a couple of the DeWalts, and then run them against the smaller versions too. Run them against the rigid as well, the octane version. So yeah, so we have a whole busy week ahead of us, cranking up more videos for you folks. The one thing I wanted to point out was if you guys seen these ads on TV where all these companies are saying the same thing. They're like, we're all in this together. We're with you. We have your 6. And I'm like, dude, if you really had my 6, you'd be out there doing my lawn right now. You'd be going and finding me toilet paper and sanitizer and disinfecting wipes. That's how you would have my 6. And so really, guys, the only thing that we're all in together is we all have bad hair day together. So we asked our friend, we have a friend who works in a salon, and she said she could lose her license if she gave anybody a haircut right now. So I'm like, man, the rules are really strict about that, I guess, in some places there. So Neil Parikh says he's looking for a lawnmower. Check out that new Eco one. My next lawnmower is going to be electric. Now, I have a Honda, and I'm very, very happy with that. I mean, I love those Honda engines. So I'll stick with mine for a while, but I am, sick of the fumes, the burning gasoline fumes. Just nobody's been able to do away with that totally. So I like the look of that Eco. I just don't know how well it performs. I want to see a couple of real life tests, and reviews in real life where somebody's actually cutting their lawn, where they let the lawn grow a little bit, and I want to see how well it does on cutting somebody's lawn before I plunk down, what is it, like $500 or so for that thing. And I think it claims it has a 60-minute battery on there. And Matt Sharp says, flooring guys, which would you choose, Life Proof or Pergo Outlast Plus? I haven't tried either of those, but I keep always hearing that Pergo's the best. But if you do get Pergo and you do have to rip it with a blade on your thing, do not buy any of the blades that say laminate, because it will not work on Pergo. A lot of these blades that say laminate end up being, and they'll wear out on you before the job is even done. And I've noticed this on the last 3 or 4 flooring projects that I've done. So I actually went out and bought a Pergo blade that Diablo makes, and Home Depot doesn't carry it in the stores. You actually have to order it online, and that's what I did. And I think it was something like, was it $60, something like that? And it's this cool blade. It's only got 16 teeth on it, and you would think, oh, if I'm cutting flooring, I need to have more teeth. That's if you're doing wood. But with this type of laminate, and it's the only blade approved by Pergo to use with their flooring. So, who was it that asked that? Matt Sharp. Yeah. So Matt, if you end up buying any Pergo, and probably even the other one too, I would only use that Pergo blade, and I would make sure you get it ahead of time. It can take a few days to get here. It's the only blade Pergo says to use on their flooring, because all the others, they just get eaten alive by the laminate. I've now on bamboo you're fine, and on real wood you're fine, and any other kind of like wood laminate. But if you any of the other kinds of laminate, they're they just chew up the blades. They're terrible. It's a real pain. Let's see. Certified Home Renovation says, Jeff, I also have the M18 fuel, and it's much more of a saw, but the 12 volt is the go-to one. Yeah, that thing is really nice. It's like this tiny little, easy to hold in one hand. And Conan says, I don't want them to have my 6. I don't want them behind me. My wallet is back there. Yeah, so I was in Costco, BJ's, Walgreens, Publix, Walmart, and Sam's Club. All 6 places. And neither of them had sanitation wipes, the disinfectant wipes, or alcohol. I mean, we were searching and searching, nothing. It was amazing. And it's like today, for the first time, Costco was completely bare. Went over to BJ's, and they had an entire aisle filled with Charmin and Bounty, all the way down the entire aisle. And that's how it is. Each store, just one day, it's feast or famine. And you just have to be there right when they open. That's the best time to have luck. You don't go in the middle of the day. You don't go at night when everything's already been sold out. You get in line before the stores open, and if it's in stock, you got it. And that's how we've been very successful the last few weeks. Because I have to pick up a lot of this stuff for people from our church, and disabled people and shut-ins who can't get out. Seniors that even if they could get to Seniors Day, they can't get out. All right, so let's see. Jose Chavez says, the M12 hacksaw, would that cut through 4x6 treated lumber? I'm sure any of those would. Hacksaw, you mean the Sawzall, right? Yeah, any of those should cut through the wood, even 4x6 treated. Joey Gamer says, my DeWalt 12-volt Sawzall is pretty nice. And Koneman says he just watched one today on Eco that was on sale $4.99 instead of $6.99. Yeah. So what I would wait for is like when it comes to Home Depot and it's on sale, and then you go in with one of those. Do I have one of my coupons here? You guys would see me whip out those famous little blue 10% off Lowe's coupons there that we use at Home Depot, and quite often it takes 10% off even on sale items. But it didn't work. Let me see. Did we get a downloadable? We got a downloadable one that we used at Lowe's, but Lowe's got smart, and they apparently don't take the 10% off on appliances anymore. So it used to be you just go up to the register, you give it to them, and the lady enters it, and it automatically takes the 10% off. But now, if appliances are on sale, it won't take the 10% off anymore, which stinks, because what I do whenever I'm flipping a property and I'm buying the 4 appliances for the kitchen, I'll go in there and I'll go one by one down the aisle, and I'll pick the cheapest one in each category that's on sale. So I end up with a suite that costs about $1,500 for all 4 appliances. Then when I go up to the register, it ticks off another $150 with my Lowe's coupon. But that's a different one. That's a one that you get online and you have to buy, and it's a downloadable and printable one, and you take it into Lowe's. The little blue cards that I show you guys that you take into Home Depot, those have already been used at Lowe's, so you cannot use them at Lowe's. You can only use them in Home Depot as a competitor match, okay? So just make sure you're aware of that little nuance there when you order those. You get them on eBay. You search on eBay for 10% off Lowe's coupon, and you'll see them. And those little blue cards are the only ones that Home Depot will take, okay? So let's see, Paul Karpowitz says, Jeff, start checking dollar stores. Found wipes off brand. Something better than nothing. Okay. But keep in mind, when you guys are buying the disinfecting wipes, make sure you look at the back on the label and look for the EPA registration number. So I don't know if you saw our other video that we uploaded a few weeks ago that shows you how to take that EPA registration number on the back label, go to the EPA's List N online, and look on there to see whether or not those wipes or your cleaner, whatever the product is, whether it will kill the coronavirus. And they update that list every couple of days as they test more and more products and let you know. And then remember too, with some of these wipes and some of these sprays, there's a thing called contact time. And a lot of people don't know this. They just spray it on and wipe it off, but that's wrong, because you have to read the label on the back of the bottle or the canister for the wipes, and it will say, take the wipe or take the spray and wet down the counter, right? And leave it wet for 4 minutes. Sometimes it says 3 minutes. Sometimes it says 4 minutes. Sometimes it says 10 minutes. So since I couldn't find any disinfectant spray in the stores, I actually went online to this thing called Just Add Water system, which is kind of cool. And I ordered this spray bottle. It comes like this. And it comes with these little canisters with the product in it. And you just stick the product in there and screw the cap back on, and it automatically mixes it as it sprays the water. You put water in the bottle. So that's called Just Add Water system. And but that one has a 10-minute time. So I just spray my kitchen counters and I let it sit, and that's it. You just let it dry naturally. Don't wipe it off or anything. So if you wipe it off before the contact time on the back of your label, it's not going to do the job. And you just wasted your time. You didn't kill the virus. All right, so Fresh Vision says, I just got put on this channel. Love the vids, man. Keep up the great content. Well, thanks. Glad you like it. And we hope to keep producing many, many more good ones. And Scott S says, hey, Jeff, did you call the winner for the Shockwave set, or did I just miss it? Yeah, we called it for all of them. And let me see. Who won that one? Let me go back to the thing here real quick here on the competitions here. And on the Shockwave, finished, and then Shockwave here. The winner of that one was Robert Pearson. He's from Canada. So I may have skipped that. I don't know if, do you guys remember if I called that one out or not? See, my eyes are all red. It's the end of a long day. Sometimes my memory goes on me. All right, and so Manesh Shah says, have the winners been announced? Yes, we did that already. And your name does not sound like one that was one of the winners, but hey, don't give up hope, folks, because like I said, there'll be one at 70K and 80K and 90K and all the way through. So, and then, yeah, Joey Gamer was asking the same thing. So sorry, a lot of you guys, we kind of didn't really give much notice. There's no way to give a whole lot of notice other than just putting something on our community tab. It's different when you go live and do a live stream. It's different than a premiere, because the premieres, it will let you know like 30 minutes ahead of time, but I can also tell people like a day in advance and put the link to it and say, here it is, and people will know about it. But sometimes when you go live, there's no way to put a link. It just poof, just pops up whenever. So that's how that works. Paul says, I buy pine salt liquid mixed with water and put it in a spray bottle. I'm at the point now where I'm going to have to start looking online for like those Lysol wipes and see if it's not a rip-off price somewhere. Because I keep getting mad. Like, we went to Costco today and they told us they had them yesterday. I'm like, ugh. It's like every day that I don't go is the day they had it. I went to Sam's Club on Friday and they told us that Thursday they had it. But of course, Thursday was Senior's Day. And nothing, you can't get in until 9 o'clock, and they're in there at 7:30. All the good stuff's going to be gone by the time you get in there. So a friend of ours, she went and waited in line at Sam's Club Thursday morning on Senior's Day, and she watched and watched. They kept coming out with toilet paper, and when it stopped, She knew they ran out and she just left. So that's the only way you can do it, is be there right when it opens. If you know anybody who's, what is it, 60 years or older, I think, that's the best way to do it. You know, dig up grandma, dig up grandpa from their graves, make them useful. You know, take them to you know, like Weekend at Bernie's, put them in a shopping cart, and go hang out outside Costco or Sam's on Senior's Day. Maybe they'll let you in. So yeah, Fresh Vision says, I'm making another YouTube account and subscribing again. There you go. Well, it's not really the whether you subscribe or not. It's, we'll put a link to the giveaway and you just go and sign up there. So you don't even have to be a subscriber, because I know YouTube has a lot of rules. You're not allowed to make people do certain things on YouTube in order to get an entry in a giveaway. And I used to see a lot of that last year, so I think they probably put a stop to it. But a lot of these giveaways used to say, you got to come and subscribe to our account, you have to go and do this on Twitter, you have to like us on Facebook, you have to do this, that, and the other, and you know, a whole bunch of things in order to get a thing. But a lot of those violate the terms of agreement on some of these sites there. Okay, so Matt Sharp says Walmart stocks them at night, so if they have them, they'll be in their morning. Yeah. So the only time I saw toilet paper in Walmart really in the last 3 weeks was in the morning, except for today when we went there. I was there at 4:30, and one of their stock guys came around the corner with that little thing that pushes the pallet, and he had a whole pallet of Scott toilet paper. And so yeah, that was pretty good. Sometimes you just don't know when those trucks are coming in. At Costco too, sometimes they have trucks that come in throughout the day, and I've seen them come in at 3:30 and empty several pallets out at 3:30. So you don't know. Sometimes it's really just all about communication. You got to have feelers out there. You got to have people that are going in there and letting you know. So when I'm going to Costco and I see something like that, I'm taking a picture right there, and I'm posting it on my Facebook page, and I'm checking in and I'm saying, hey, Costco in West Coral Springs has this. Oh, BJ's in Parkland, they have that right there. So it lets everybody I know who lives anywhere near there, that can just boom, stop what they're doing and zip out there and go buy the stuff there. All right, so Carolus Magnus says, I saw a bunch of drunkies shooting up Lysol. Is that why there isn't any in the stores? Yeah. Well, ever since Trump made that comment last week, but you know, people are kind of twisting that around. All he did was he turned around and he asked one of the CDC people, he goes, why can't we inject some kind of, what did he say, disinfectant into people? And I think he was just kind of using a layman terms. He doesn't know all the medical terms. He's certainly far from knowing medical. So he probably just wasn't sure what word to use, but everybody went to town on that. Oh, let's inject. Oh. Like that guy and that girl, the guy and his wife, a few weeks ago that swallowed all of that aquarium cleaner because they thought they misread it, and they thought that it had the same medicine as the, what is it, hydrochloroquine there. Oops. And I read today the guy was an engineer, and I'm like, dude, you know, I'm an engineer, I'm not a chemist, but still I would know not to drink, not to consume any of that stuff. That's like, you know, here we were laughing at the millennials eating the Tide Pods, right? And these guys are like, oh, let's take some aquarium cleaner. Look. Darwinism there. Survival of the fittest. Carmen's World is asking, did I win? Well, we gave out all the winners' names already. There was 9 of them, but your name doesn't sound familiar as one of the winners, though. But like I was telling everybody else, make sure, you know, you stick around for the 70K giveaway, the 80K giveaway. 70K should be not too long, because we're already at 63,000 subscribers right now. And APEC is late. Better late than never. What's up, APEC? APEC's been around, and Howie, they're always here on our live streams and our Shop With Me's, and I always see them over on VCG's channel too. Vince and the gang, the very cool gang. I think I even see you guys on Tool Boss a lot too, right? What else do we have? David Aravello, hello from Cape Coral. So that's our 4th person from Florida checking in. We have Paul and me and Gene, and now David. So it's 5 of us. Oh wait, Koneman, I think. Aren't you from Florida too, Koneman? Anyway, so Apex says he missed the last few vids, was saving the binge. Some people are watching Netflix. Some people are watching Jeff. So, And you probably didn't sign up for winning anything. You didn't sign up. Oh, you got to sign up. You never know. You could win. So Matt's got to go. Yeah, Tool Boss is the boss. Yes, he is. Oh, St. Petersburg. So that's our 6th person. And so I think with that, I want to, we'll have to end this here. And I want to thank all of you for joining us tonight. And I want to thank all of you for bringing us to this point that we got to 60,000 subscribers. I mean, it's a nice milestone to have. And I'm certainly glad I was able to do all of these giveaways for you guys. And we hope to do many more in the future. And hopefully there'll be bigger ticket items. This is small time stuff here, doing these little kits here. I want to get into the big stuff, man. I want to get into the big tools. So who knows? Yeah, maybe DeWalt and Milwaukee will start floating some stuff my way that I can give away to you folks. So anyway, guys, you all have a great night, and hopefully in the next probably couple of days, maybe Wednesday night, I think we'll have our next video uploaded then. All right. So Apex says congrats. Thank you so much. And thank you, Carmen, for joining us as well. And you guys have a great night, and we'll see you all on the next one. Bye, y'all.